And good evening, everybody. Welcome to a very early morning at Imola Circuit, 6 a.m. Hope you've had your coffee. And as we bring you the Thermaltake Sprint Series, Season 24, Round 3 at Imola. I am your host, Damiano Thurcolini, and with me in the booth we have...
Blake here.
There you go,
I feel
Blake.
like that's the wrong way around, but I'll give it a whirl. I think I need to work on that slightly, but yeah, I'm good, thank you, Damiano. How are you?
Oh, mate, I'm on to my third coffee. This race is way too early in the morning for me.
I think I've had about 5 caffeinated beverages today, so, we're pumped up, we're ready. We're just sort of getting underway for qualifying here, everyone on their out lap. Yeah, it's an early morning race, so it's going to be interesting how the tyres and stuff shake up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I hope the drivers brought their sunglasses, because in about, 2 or 3 laps, they're going to get a lot of sun in the eyes at some parts of the circuit. It's going to be very difficult to see the braking points.
Yeah, definitely. My knowledge of the circuit, the corner names is very much lacking, but there's a few corners where you crest and just really come over and get beamed with the sun.
Get over all.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, but speaking of, I don't know what I'm speaking of, but yeah, we're backed up pretty significantly here into the last couple of corners, but just on board here with Ryan King as he's getting underway, sends it around the last corner, going to take it nice and wide just to take the longest line, build up all that speed for this first lap.
Should be interesting because the colder temperatures breaks it down, tyre temperatures are uneven. I reckon it's going to be like lap 4 when we're going to get our hot laps coming through, or best laps coming through. Yeah.
So I think what I was trying to touch on and failed elegantly about 2 minutes ago is that the track condition is only fast right now.
I know. It's so cold.
Yeah, that's going to be... I think we should, with this grid of cars, it looks like we've got a smidge over 20. It should get to optimum within a couple of laps, so I think we're going to see these times sort of build up on one another, and with a crescendo towards the end with the fastest time, hopefully then.
Well, I hope some of the drivers fill up enough to either run all the way through or make an early stop to get those tyres warmed up again. As we see some of the sun start glaring off the Greenstone Racing BMW here. Some nice little ambience kicking through. First of the flying laps coming through. I think we got a little bit, about 30 seconds before the first time start coming through. So very quick recap of the season. We have Aaron Lee leading the Pro class, Jake McKellar leading Pro-Am, Wesley Ayao leading Silver, and in Am class we have Ibrahim Bank coming through. So we'll keep an eye on those drivers, see how they qualify in their race. So as we're watching Ryan come down to the first Rivazza, find that a very tricky corner, very easy to go wide. And this exit here, extremely critical to get that exit correct, because that's onto the longest straight, and you're going to need a good exit to maintain your speed. Touch the dirt there.
Absolutely. Done. It is an interesting set of corners, Rivazza. It kind of feels almost off camber, but yeah, it's super, super important. Just here with Jaden Rondinella, last lap was a 41.8, so I think there's a little bit more in the bag if the track condition does improve. Jaden's one to watch. I know he's been eyeing off his first sprint win this whole series, but not if that man has anything to say about it. Liam Hamilton with a 40.76, if you don't mind.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah, that's pretty quick on the fast track as well, so he's definitely one to watch out for. I think in the appropriate machinery to get the job done, unlike this McLaren, if we just watch along, you're going to see it struggle over all the curbs and stuff. I think Jaden's thrown in the towel on this lap potentially, or it just looks slow. I don't know. My eyes are tired, Damiano.
More coffee. You need more coffee. Hitting those curbs there pretty smooth. Didn't see the car bounce around at all. For me, that's the hardest part of the circuit, is that chicane. In my early days, I was losing 1 second in that zone. I couldn't cope with the technicalities of it. Through Rivazza 2, heading on to the main straight, and start finish line is past the gantry, I believe. Actually, don't remember.
Yeah, just up here.
Down past the corner, there's a gantry, crossing the line. 41.1.
Yeah,
respectable time.
Improvement for Jaden, but
come through. What I want to watch out is, looking at before, Slade's dropped down, Walsh is their king.
Yeah.
Yeah, with his 41.2. He's currently holding 5th. But again, still a couple more laps to go before we start getting the hot laps. Looking really good. Most people on... Nope, he's changed his mind, and I reckon tyre pressures need working.
Yeah, could do.
So as we're looking at Darryl Lim in the McLaren, another McLaren festival. Oh, it's Aston Festival at the moment. Coming through, he's on a 41.4 at the moment. So let's see how we can go to improve. Truck is still fast. And just watching everyone else go through, looking at the timings. It's a pretty tight field, only 2.7 seconds off the pole time at the moment. I think that's relatively tight for this large grid.
Yeah, I think also seeing Zach Jensen down at the bottom.
4 laps.
That's, Zach can do better than that.
Looks like we may have lost Blake. Oh, get to hear me for a little while longer. Come back, Blake, whenever you're ready. I can see you go green, but I can't hear you. Or is it me making issues?
Okay.
Sorry, folks, just some minor technical issue. I'm just going to make sure if I'm the issue or not.
Alright, I'm going to take over for Damiano. I think we've just had a little bit of a lost in communication moment. But yes, speaking of Zach Jensen.
In the KM95 BMW.
Oh god.
Icon at the bottom right. He's currently in P24. Just dropped a spot there from, I think Stockton crossed the line first. Still a bit of time to find. Just going to qualification. I cannot hear you guys. Okay, I'm out. I will rejoin.
Alright. Sorry about that, guys. It's a little bit of an interesting situation where everyone thinks that they can't hear each other. So, thanks for sticking with us, but we'll see if Damiano can get that issue corralled for the time being. Zach Jensen just coming around the last set of corners here. We'll see if he can improve. What I did want to say is that I think Zach could do better than he had. He's currently 25th position.
Oh, what's going on?
But we'll see if he can improve just a little bit more. There is actually quite a few more cars on the grid than I would have thought, particularly with the in real life Bathurst 12 hour around the corner. I know some of our Octane friends are making their way over there already. Zach not actually able to improve that time around though, so he's only got a little bit of time to do it. There is that sun cresting as we just jump on board with the Lexus of Cam Thistlethwaite. Lexus, not a car I'm sure I'd want to be in, and that is exactly why. Very, very bumpy across the major chicane there with an eye full of sun. It's not really how you want to get it done, so he's going to have to try one more time. We'll see what Cameron Thistlethwaite has in his bag. Obviously, very, very experienced driver, but coming back after a bit of a hiatus, hardware enforced.
Now I'm back again. Sorry about that, folks.
You got me, Damiano?
I was yammering on to myself, not realising I was the one with the issue.
Oh no. He's still out of commission. I'm not sure what's happening for Damiano, but Liam Hamilton though, there's that. George called it a low 40, 40.25 for Hamilton. God, he's quick. He said to me earlier today that he hadn't done a lot of practice at all. He actually had to ask me when qualifying was starting. So this guy is just ridiculous. Way ahead of the field. About 4/10 up on Ben Vintner right now, and he's still improving. Got a slow car ahead though. There's a Ferrari. I think that's one of the Pidgey boys. Hopefully he gets out of the way for Liam. I think otherwise he'll be a cranky ham. But just watching Liam now approaching Variante, Piratella, my mistake. It's still about a 10th up. There's a little bit of traffic ahead. We do have one car that is not on a valid lap, but there is still valid cars up there, so he's going to have to manage this situation. There's not a lot of time left for another lap. I think he's pulling out of this lap, question mark, or he's just lost that time just navigating that tricky section of Aqua Minerale. It is a 10th up, but it's invalid for this time around, so only one more bite of the apple for Liam Hamilton next lap around. He's running a classic livery as well. We haven't seen Liam in sprints for a little while, but wow, big slide. I'm not sure if that's the exit he's going to want for his last lap. And it's not. He's actually pulling up stumps now into the pits. So we're going to jump back with Jaden Rondinella. 4/10 up currently. It's a significant improvement, but I don't think it's as much as Jaden would have liked. It is going to be back to P4, half a second away from what Hamilton was able to achieve. So Jaden got one more bite of the apple, one more strike, one more arrow in the quiver if he wants to try and get a little bit further up, if he wants to try and challenge for his first sprint win. Just jumping back down the grid a little bit here with a fan and community favorite, Michael Crick, the 87 GTR. He's currently just a smidge up on his time. It's going to be about 1/10. A really nice exit there for Cricky. As he comes over the line, is he going to make it in time for one more lap? And he is. That's good news for Crick, so we'll see if he can improve just a little bit more. If he can improve any amount whatsoever, he'll jump Harry Murphy there for P15, so we might follow along. I think Cricky is going to be our final car across the line, only a handful here shaking the dice. One more lap around. As we navigate Tamburello. Oh, that looks a bit slidey there, and yeah, the time reflects that. Throws it out wide, gets on the brakes. Ooh, it's looking, it's a little bit deep. I think a little bit too much speed through the exit of that corner. You really want to get it stopped and just mash the gas. These cars very, very fast in a straight line. But as we come up through Piratella, oh, it's not looking too good for Cookie. I think unless he's got some time further down the line, it's not going to be enough to improve on his time. Kafil looking like he's invalid, I think, unless we're having tricks played on us. We'll keep on board just to see. It's P7 right now, and I don't think there was an improvement there. So looks like this is probably going to be what it is for the time being. Bartoletti, Dario, ignore the pro tag. And Dario's improved quite a bit, but I think he's pro-am or an amp class. It's a nice, crisp, clean livery there for Dario. It's going to be about 1.5 tenths up across the line. It could be not quite enough to leapfrog Kent Thistlethwaite there. Interesting to see Cam down that far. I think he'll be a little bit disappointed with that one.
Am I here?
Are you here?
Oh my god. Whew, okay. I missed all that. All I heard was Cam.
Oh, you are here. Okay. Every time I've been like, "Hi, Damiano," and then you kind of don't say. Good to have you back, mate.
Thank you. It's good to be here. Where are we again? Imola. It's still early.
Imola. It's still relatively early, 7 a.m.
A little warmed up.
Yeah, a little bit. So looking at just to get everyone up to speed, I think we've got one stop, fixed fuel, which is always a little bit interesting. I believe it's going to be dry the whole time through though. So yes. No silly buggers with the weather. The fixed fuel timing is always an interesting little spanner in the works, wouldn't you say, Damiano?
It's fantastic. It's a great strategy call that you need to do. It's like if you're in the lead, do you or don't you? If you're chasing, it's an easier decision if you're chasing. But if you're chasing and you're in a tight pack, can you afford to lose that time? But yeah, you get it back.
It's Imola, I think, is an interesting track. It's not easy to overtake, but it's definitely not impossible. So while the track position is important, I don't think, I think it's okay to try and take the tyres and make the pass instead. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that, Damiano?
My race is tomorrow night. I have no opinion. I'd probably be inclined to take, it's a nice looking livery. Nice eagle on the front. Very nice, very nice. I think taking tyres is probably the ultimate strategy. The tyre degradation for an hour's race will probably a second potentially for some of the drivers here. Well, that's a nice looking Porsche. Excellent. That's the Porsche Coach Porsche. That's Harry Murphy. I should know that one.
The old GR Porsche.
Yes.
That's
a good
hot.
sunrise. And
Yeah.
that's Crick in the classic car. Yes, it'll be interesting to see. And for the overtaking, I think it comes more down to a point of the driver in front or behind. Oh, another spectacular, what would you say, anime orientated?
Do you know that one, Daviano?
Oh, no. Not
You're a big anime fan.
I'm not. It's not that I don't like it, I just don't follow it. That's a good blue character.
I don't know. I actually don't know who that is on that car.
Yeah, these are
Look at
very
that
creative.
Mountain Dew car. That's kind of nice. I kind of vibe that.
Oh, that's easy to call, that one. We know that one coming through. And Ferrari. Very banana Ferrari.
Yeah. The classic Valvoline Mustang. Got the Arc Raiders Porsche, Coca-Cola Mustang. Plain Lexus and Slady at the back for some reason. That's interesting because we saw him qualify around the middle of the pack. Not in the middle. That was actually in the top 10. So, not sure what's happened there.
Yeah, pit reporters are doing a little investigation at the moment. It's the usual thing. Nobody knows.
He's in the pits for the time being. So.
Did he?
Oh, I'm just getting word in from our pit reporter. Oh, okay, no. That's slander. I can't say that if it's not true. I'm gonna get sued for libel or libel. I don't know. I haven't even.
It's libel you speak of.
Yeah. I don't know. We've also got Bryce Davies starting from the pits, unfortunately.
Oh, is that a strategic call to avoid any mayhem in turn 1, turn 2, turn 3?
I don't know what you mean. Nothing has ever happened at this track that would make you think about starting from the pits.
I will say this. The Club 50 lads and ladettes, they had a very clean opening lap. There was no contact, just from what we can see when I was watching the live stream. So it can be done.
Is that an age and wisdom thing? There's a few young gunners in here, I think, that are hungry for a win, Damiano.
Oh, yes, there. I am driver. Oh, Ibrahim's done quite well. P12. Well done. And Harry Murphy just behind. Harry Murphy had some pretty good race paces. It'll be interesting seeing how those two Porsche drivers go.
Yeah. I felt a little bit stitched up after your recommendation of the Porsche, and then coming here, it's kind of god awful, to be honest. But I'm also bad, so it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed to say that I'm not very good at chicanes or off-camber corners, and this circuit literally is nothing but chicanes and off-camber corners.
Yeah. I feel you. Well, we're just rounding out the last little section of corners. Rivazza, corner 17 and 18. It is going to be Liam Hamilton from Vincent, Raupi, Rondinella, Walsh, King, Vediga, Lim, Rad, and Michela rounding out your top 10 as they complete the short dash to the line. We've got two Aston Martins up front, which isn't too much of a surprise. With a Mustang in tow. See if Jaden Rondinella has anything to say, but we are going to go green in just a moment. A little bit further back there for Vincent. I'm worried about a potential start penalty, maybe. He could move up just a smidge forward, and there's our checkered line, and we are going to be away in a moment. I thought that was going to be it there, but I think we're starting a little bit further down the road, Damiano.
It's a long one.
There we go. We're green now, interestingly. It's a pretty relatively safe start for all of our top runners there. I think Raupi actually with a pretty good start on Vincent. They're going to be side by side into the first corner. Now let's keep it clean, people. I see some 3 wide back there, but it looks relatively nip and tuck. Looks all okay. That's what I like to see. We've still got a few cars trundling out of the pits, but for now, Liam Hamilton actually just ways away. I think Raupi and Vincent are maybe just getting into a little bit of a biff. It's allowed Hamilton to get all the way out there. And oh no, it's King way off in the sand there. That's an unfortunate thing to see. Doing a bit of a 3-point turn when there's not too many cars coming. There is one just down the road, but for now, Hamilton is firmly in the lead and in control of this race. I tell you what, it's not looking good for the Rondinella first win hype train, Damiano.
Oh, it still can happen. It's did Liam Hamilton get a jump start? That was a rocket of a start. Now I think the stewards be looking at that one for sure. Some of the guys have left the pits, and at the moment heading down through Aquaminerale and up into the Variante Alta. So far it's all yellow. Lap 1 half done. Only one yellow.
Oh, yellow. I hope it's not yellow. It looks pretty green to me.
Oh, from the BMW driver, number 46.
Yeah,
just the one.
No. But I will say I love this McLaren. It's a very clean looking McLaren. Immediate commentators or broadcast disconnect where we swap away from it immediately. That's just how we do it. We'll come back to Darrell Lim. We are very, very professional here, but for now, looking on board with Vintner, Captain Smooth, Mr. Smooth, as Matt Madden refers to him as such. I think he's going to be looking behind more so than ahead. Hamilton looks very, very comfortable to start this race. Interestingly, with very, very little practice coming into this one. But, you know, if you're just lapping, you're not fighting, it makes it pretty easy.
Yes, the pace on Hamilton already, 1.2 in the lead. Flying away at the front. Oh, there's a bit of traffic going off. I think there was one of the McLarens, the purpley one, was off track for a little bit. That would have been Darrell Lim, I'm guessing. Or is he further up?
Lim's in the white McLaren. Are you talking about the favourites Ferrari potentially?
Well, potentially, yeah. Oh, yeah, probably the Ferrari. Yes, off track moment.
Rad and Walsh though, very, very close, and Rad actually able to get by. Walsh actually looking like he's under fire from McKellar too. McKellar, I think relatively new name to Octane, but with some excellent pace in every showing he's had thus far. I think Walsh really going to be looking in the rear view. That super cheap Lexus looking very, very racy, very deep from Oliver in the Lexus back there into the chicane, but gets it arrested for the time being. A little bit of grass there ahead for Rad as we come down to Ravazza one more time. On the brakes, it's looking all right, but it's still very, very tight through the grid.
So who's got running now? It's Vitigo on Lim. That Ford is right on the tail of the McLaren in front. Yes. Oh, we're doing qualifying times, people. We're up here with a 41.6. Oh, jeez, that's fast.
Yeah.
At this stage of the race.
Interestingly, so track is optimum, but we did see P1, 2, and 3 set the fastest lap consecutively there, so some pace right at the front. Rondinella not looking like he's quite hanging on though for the time being. Yeah, 2 seconds now.
Here we go. There's a move like Vitigo having a look inside of the Villeneuve chicane, and it was just forced Lim offline and going through the dirt. So that's the way you are 3 positions lost. Watch the rejoin. Rejoin's pretty safe. And that allows the Red Bull Racing car, I think, of Ibrahim Bank to go through.
Yeah, it's a lot of positions lost there for Lim for that mistake. I think just got a little bit spooked by Vetigo going side by side into Villeneuve, and just couldn't get the car stopped in time at all.
Oh, it's one of those corners you've got to really keep the pace up, and those sausage curbs will launch you into the stratosphere.
It's definitely. I think if you're not ready to get go through there offline, it can be really difficult to sort of fandangle your braking marker, and you're going to lose so much speed. You know, when the cars are this close together, you'll probably lose position to the people behind you anyway.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's because if you slow down to make it through, the car behind can actually have a good run, either potentially get too close and maybe a little bit of contact, because you need to be in 3rd gear through that corner. If you slow down to 2nd, it's going to be a bit scary. As Hamilton comes through for 41.0. Fast pace.
Damn, that is very, very fast.
So it'd be interesting to see, as you were saying earlier, with the fixed pit stop, whether to take tyres or not. It also opens up the opportunity of running long and just not stopping till the last couple of laps. Or a short stop and go really hard and do some quali runs and to get a bit of a gap and then pit again. Because I think the pit delta, they'll definitely come out with a lot of space in front if they pit now, but actually close up to the cars in front. But
yeah,
it's
I think it's one of those things. So it's a minute 40 lap here. A bit more if you're not as good. Oh, yeah, a little bit of door bang in there. Piper and Oliver. Oh no, Crick's turned it around. Oh, he's parked right in the middle of the track as well.
Oh, awful, that's on the line.
That is not ideal. Oh no, Cricky.
That's so unfortunate. I think he went side by side with somebody through the Villeneuve chicane and got the, as I was mentioning before, the speed differential. And someone else has gone off. Oh, sorry. That's okay. I'll just look at the map upside down.
That's all right. We saw a little bit of door banging between Piper and Oliver. And I'm just wondering if it got all a bit messy there behind as well. And just checked everyone up. We'll get a replay of that in a minute, I think. For now, looking at a little bit of a battle pack here. Bartoletti, Stockton, and Billet with a Taniyake just lurking in the stage right, if you will. Bartoletti at the lead, in the lead of this pack right now. P15, so about halfway down the grid. Wow, very, very fast from Stockton through there. That's nice. So Bartoletti's going to have his work cut out for him in a moment, I think.
Yes, Stockton to watch out for as well. He wants a little bit of redemption from the over 50 race that he had. He said he had good pace, but he made too many mistakes in his race. So I'll just keep a little side eye on him and see how he runs tonight. In that race, he was running P4, I believe.
He's in a bit of trouble here. This GTR's got some serious speed. Gets that gap all the way back up. Munches those curbs too. It's looking a little bit squirrely for Stockton. He's actually fallen off the back of Bartoletti. We're not looking at Bartoletti anymore. He's at home free. Stockton actually taking a bit of a defensive line through the chicane.
Bit of a slide there too.
Yeah, Billet taking a slightly more normal line. But yeah, it's it's heating up here in the kitchen for Stockton.
Oh, absolutely. If he's firing a nice livery, he's ice in front of him from the gap and the fire behind him, trying to get the hurry up from the massive turbo Nissan. See, I knew it had a turbo.
Isn't it a twin turbo V6 or something?
Oh, stop bringing facts into it. Oh, here we go.
All right, so we're side by side here with Murphy. Nah, this is Murphy. This is your guy.
Oh, it's both cars. I thought it was the Red Bull car.
Oh, Cricky, no. I think just a bit ambitious there, and just turned around. Wasn't really side by side yet, so just probably slightly late on the brakes, and we've hit the rear quarter of Murphy, and then a bit more sadness ensued.
Just glad there was Murphy keeps rolling. He's had some good pace in recent races, and he's had some really unfortunate opening couple of laps. So hopefully, currently in P11, as Walsh is dropping down the list.
Look at this though. This is spicy. We've got Oliver is just down the road, but we've got Walsh leading this pack, Piper, and then the pack that we saw earlier too, Bartoletti, Stockton, and Billet with the Taniyake on the tail end here. Piper showing in the mirrors of Walsh in that big old Merc. There's nothing doing just yet, but gosh, this is heating up, Damiano.
Oh, it's going to be really wild times. Anyone making a slight mistake at the front is going to really concertina up all the 5 cars behind them.
It's deep though for Walsh, and he's caught a lot of sand, just making some castles out there. Hasn't afforded him too much time for Piper for the time being, as we were coming into that braking zone, but can't be doing too much of that.
I've seen a +1 up the road. I saw a blue flag waving, so that means there's a blue traffic up ahead that's going to be rolling back into the straight. Oh, he's got some damage on the back of that car too. That's going to be a bit wild for the Ferrari. Does the Ferrari handling really suffer from a bent diffuser?
I can't imagine it's great. It's a car that I think is relatively aero-dependent, but not too sure. Dario Bartoletti, though, interestingly, one of our fighters in this battle pack, with a 10-second penalty for causing a collision on lap 1, so that is going to hurt the tour.
Oh yeah, that's a long pit stop. Is that 10 seconds? As Hamilton keeps upping the pace and stretching out to 2 seconds at the front from Randonilla, Jay Whittaker, Rad, McKellar, Lim, Ibrahim Banks, Disselwaite, and Murphy catching up the top 10. Yeah,
our top 3 actually quite spaced apart. I think Benson is doing just enough to keep Hamilton honest if there's a mistake there, but actually we did not see it, but Rondinella's gotten past Whittaker. I'm not sure if there was a mistake there, but Jaden now up into P3, so that's good news for him.
Yep. And a little bit further back, we have Billet get past Stockton as well. So P15, P16 change sides.
Oh, yeah, nice.
So looking at Billet chasing down Bartoletti with the 10 seconds. Only 12 minutes into the race. It's been action-packed as Ferrari Atanyaki was it at the back. They had a little bit of dirt spill. Oh, another penalty coming through for Alex Walsh in car number 113. Currently in P12.
Yeah, big 15-second penalty for a collision on lap 1. So that's a bunch of our guys in this battle pack right now.
Oh, it's the worst place to be, this part of the pack. It's so tightly competitive. Everyone's trying to break through. Interestingly, it's I don't remember seeing... Oh, that was a bit of a moment there from the Mercedes. Got a bit of a wobble there. And which would have put Bartoletti. Bit of room given. Billet's having a look. They swapped spots.
Yeah, so Billet's gotten past after a bit of a slide there through Acqua Minerale. Billet gets past, which is good for him. It's a bit difficult fighting someone who's got that penalty. They don't want to give that up, but you know that you're eventually getting that by the end of the race. But for now, Billet doing a good job.
Before the pit stops happen, because you never know where. You got to stay in front and don't let them through. It's probably a different story when it's 5 laps to go and you want to keep yourself safe. But yeah, at this stage of the race, keep pushing, push hard. It's all to play for, because there's still plenty of time for unfortunately someone else to get maybe a pen, and you can jump them.
Yeah, definitely. There's no reason for Bartoletti to let them through, but if you're Billet, you just want to get by. And I think we can see that Billet has quite a bit of speed here. He looks nicely in control of that GTR. I think it's having a pretty good time here. GTR is very, very, very tidy over the curbs as well. So
here we go at the front. Montanella, Loopy, currently P3. Benjamin Piper for a little pen from lap 2.
That's a pretty fair whack there. Everyone in that battle pack who are watching, it's just has had a bit of an invoice coming their way.
Well, it's all early on as well.
Yeah, we didn't see all of that, interestingly, but it must have been pretty argy-bargy at the back there, because I think all of that was lap 1 as well.
Yeah, Piper was for lap 2. But here's a shout-out. J-Rad, P5, leading the Amps and the Silvers up front, and only 4 seconds behind Vetica in P4.
Yeah, that's very nice for John Rad. I think he's been up and down here and there, but he's not shy from having a good performance for sure. We're very happy with that if he can maintain. But we've still got 45 minutes to go. Speaking of time to go, I think there must have been a mistake for Vetica falling behind Rondinella, because the pace is obviously there. It's showing in the mirrors of Rondinella's McLaren as we come through the first chicane. He wants that podium position back, and he's making it well known to Jaden. Looks to the outside. Jaden goes defensive as we come around Tosa. For now, it's not quite there. A little bit of a slide on the exit, but it doesn't look like it's... Yeah, it hasn't hurt his drive too much as we're coming up to Piratella. Jaden just taking the regular line. Sorry, go ahead, Damiano.
Oh, Oliver's got a drive-through. I'm guessing track limits for P10.
That track limits already?
Oh, so easy to get here. It's nuts. The Variante Alta, so easy to get track cut. Some of the other corners, as we get to them, I'll point them out. This one here, I find really easy to get track cut on the second part of the chicane when they cut it there.
I definitely have not been aggressive enough at this track, because I wasn't even sure where you would get track cut warnings for.
You're not going to believe it. You can go past the white line on the exit and be on the flag strips, the tricolour, and it's still in.
Yeah. Actually, the exit of Piratella would be where it would be getting me. That's a shame for Oliver though, P10. I think this might be his first race back, so he's going to be a bit spewing about that. But we're seeing a replay here for Piper. Do you see Jensen ahead? Jensen is out of the race with 60 seconds of damage, so yeah, just helped into the wall there, unfortunately, with a bit of a lot of front end damage, unfortunately. So that's pretty rough.
Yeah, always tricky when you're following a battle pack and they back up quickly on you. as we see first pit stops. Walsh coming through.
Yep, Walsh pulling up stumps early on this stint. Looking again here, Vedegaard just moves to the outside. Defensive for Rondinella, but it's enough for the time being. We'll see what kind of drive the Mustang gets out of the corner. Cricky with a 10-second penalty. Did see that one on Harry Murphy earlier. I think that's probably the least of his worries right now. I think he's way down there. Not quite enough drive there for the Mustang, but God, Vedegaard's inching ever closer to Rondinella. We'll see if Jaden can withstand this pressure or if it'll be too much for him to persevere through.
Ford is so compliant over the curbs. Having a look, no, just showing a nose, bit of a fakery. Didn't work. That's it. I can't get over this. That Ford is so compliant. Oh, here we go. We're looking at Walsh.
So Walsh and King, I think this is when we saw King just escorted into the sand. Yeah, and there's a bit of a tap. I think Walsh not expecting the braking there from King, unfortunately, but yeah.
Yep. The Ford's very compliant. You're watching the McLaren go over the curbing. It's like, and the Ford's just gone. There you go. That's my sound effects for the night. So see what they look like when they're coming through this first section. See the McLaren's just bouncing around. Before it's just he's got an excellent run now. Oh, I think was that a touch? He had some damage on the front before, so I don't know if it's going to be new damage. Just having a look inside the Villeneuve chicane, bails out. Going to have an excellent run exiting the Villeneuve chicane. Oh, it's touch of dirt. This could be the one if you get through the last one. Oh, that's not how you make a pass. Looking like he's going to tap the pass. We will see if any numbers are called and leave it to the stewards.
I'm not sure about
I think that one all came about from having an excellent run out of the first chicane. Put a lot of pressure on Lupti there.
Yeah, I think...
But Lupti had sustained a lot of that pressure for so long. It's like 4, 5, 6 laps.
I think it's clear that Vedegaard had quite a bit of pace, but unfortunately...
Another penalty come through for H. Marsh down in P21. He's got a +5. As we're looking at Stocko holding up Preciado and not that far behind Atanyaki. And am I still with us, or have I dropped off again?
Have you got me, Damiano?
Hello? Looks like I'm dropping. I will reconnect again.
Oh, we're having a little bit of technical issues. Glenn, have you still got me? Okay, I think Damiano didn't have me. Okay. Yeah. Just bear with us, folks. It's probably a little bit of talking over each other there too. It's difficult when we don't know if we can't hear each other. But just jumping back here, looking at this battle, we've got Stockton, Apreciado, and Atanyaki a little bit further down the road. Oliver suffering that drive through for track limits. I think he might be serving that, or he's just shuffled down the order a little bit there. Ben Simpson having a good run, actually, one of the Pidgey boys in the 455 Ferrari. Looks like that's P2 for M-Class. And I mean, I would hazard to say that Ibrahim Bank could probably be bumped up to Pro-Am. Currently running in the top 10 of a sprints race. Nothing to sneeze at here. But Apreciado closed this gap significantly. So did Atanyaki actually to the back of Stockton. So Stockton under a lot of pressure here. A little bit wide on the exit there for Apreciado. For now, Stockton survives as they go through Toza, turn 7. But coming up to Piratella now. Got these two on his tail, right under his wing. There's a lot of speed there for Apreciado. He's showing in the mirrors it's defensive, and it's going to really put the line off as they come through Aqua Minerale, and it is off the track. And that's a little bit naughty, a little bit of a dangerous rejoin, but there's a lot of overspeed here for Apreciado, and they are going to be side by side through the chicane. Oh, and there's a big jump across the second part of the chicane for Stockton. It does allow Apreciado to go through. Stockton has put himself in front of Atanyaki for the time being. Atanyaki probably could have gotten around if he wanted to do so, but still tucked under Appreciato though, getting all the way out there. And it's gone from bad to worse with Ben Oliver, unfortunately. A stop go 30, I think, for speeding into the pit lanes. That is rough. Certainly am. We've got, just looking back to Slady here. Oh, I know, that's a Taniaki and Stockton. We were just watching that battle, and that's come to blows, I think. We do have Stockton just growing slow. Taniaki very, very slow across the sand. Maybe just gathering themselves as they get back onto the track. That's rough going. And that's Raupi there. What's happened to Raupi in 29th? He was in 4th.
Ooh,
that's
you got a point there.
You got me, Damiano?
It's a me issue. I don't know what's wrong with my computer. It'll be working and then it'll just drop for no reason. I don't know.
That's alright. We make do. Things
Oh,
break.
is that a stop go 30 for Oliver? What?
Yeah, so I think he got a speeding in pit lanes penalty, but we did just have contact here for Stockton and Taniaki coming through the chicane. Looks okay there, but oh, that's just interesting. I feel they were clear of the most difficult part, but just came together. Just clarification from Ryan Anderson, one of our resident stewards, there wasn't a call between Rondinella and Vedica earlier on, which I'm not surprised by. It's hard racing, but I think Vedica had that in the bag regardless. Just turned in slightly too early. We do see Thistleweight opt into pit. Just a reminder, it is a 25-second pit stop no matter how much fuel you put in, so it's up to you if you want to put new tyres on for that extra 5 seconds. We'll say it's still early-ish in the race, so you're not making the most of a new set of tyres potentially. But for now, we're looking at Daryl Lim following on the back of J Rad. John going to be doing his absolute darndest to hold that P5, P1 in Class 2 way up there for a sprint race. Oh, just lovely on board here with Daryl in this beautiful white cherry blossom car as they navigate through Alta. Opting does not take too much of the second curb, which I'm not surprised by. The McLaren a little bit shy across those curbs as we just come through Ravazza once more. It's McLaren on McLaren. Oh, it's a bit deep and very, very squirrely for Lim. So not quite the exit he's going to need if he wants to get up alongside, and he's actually decided to pull up stumps going into the pits. Maybe Lim felt like he had the speed on Rad, but just couldn't do anything to get by for the time being. Just bear with us. I think Damiano's doing a little bit of, he's pulling the plug out and then putting it back in, and that is an interesting shot to be switching over to. Kafil Slade, oh no, and that's Simpson off in the dirt as well, so I'm not sure if they've come together, if they've had a bit of a sympathy moment, but Slade's charge back to the front after starting from the pits has been hampered slightly there with that excursion. Slade up in P12 right now with Nate James behind in that Mountain Dew McLaren. Simpson still running along there in P14, but has lost that P2 in the AM class to Nate James for the time being.
If you need a bit of a hand there, Blake, I can give you a bit of a hand.
Oh, I wouldn't say no. We've got George just filling in briefly. How are you, George?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. It's been an interesting race so far. I've been watching it, and yeah, I'd like to see what happens closer towards the end there when all the pit stops come in. It's going to make it quite tight, especially in that mid-pack. Yeah,
definitely. There's obviously a lot of competition through the middle of the pack here. I think, you know, we're not really looking up the top anymore. Liam Hamilton's just ways away from Vintner and Vedica, who keep doing that to me, putting themselves next to each other, which makes it so easy to call, with their V last names and the same amount of syllables. But yeah, it's pretty racy all up and down the grid. We've got Marsh for the 5-second penalty, but only half a second back to the other Vetiga, with Stockton just behind there. If we did want to see potentially a little bit of on-track action, should be seeing a little bit of the pit stops coming through. For the time being, though, this is that moment we saw with Slade and Ben Simpson. So Slade pulls to the side as we're coming down towards Ravazza, and there's just not enough room given there for Slady, unfortunately. And I think Simpson's going to cop a bit of a whack, because you must always leave the space, even on the straights.
Yeah, especially when they're side by side like that, you always got to give him a lot of space. He was well up beside him, so yeah, they'll leave that up to the stewards to make a decision on that one.
Yeah, so he's not going to be too happy with that, unfortunately. I think maybe Simpson just wasn't aware that he was coming up there. But here's that on-track battle I was talking about, jumping on board with Hayden Marsh in that Arca Raiders Porsche. We are seeing a move there from Vetiga as we're coming in to Tamburello, and Vetiga does get down the inside. Stockton at the back of this pack for the time being. So Marsh, there's a send, and it's happened. Oh my god, that was hyper aggressive from Stockton. My toes were curled, George.
Oh, absolutely, it was great send. Great car control by both drivers there. They gave everyone a little bit of room there and no contact, and it was a fair overtake. I enjoyed that immensely on that one.
Yeah.
Now, can he make a difference here on Vedna? Can he make... got Damiano back again, hopefully.
Can you hear us, Damiano?
All right, trying again, guys. I've got to worry, my headset's dying.
Can you hear us is the important question,
I can. I'll be more conscious of you turning green when you talk.
Very good.
I'll let you guys go. I'm here if you need me.
Thank you very much, George. Our pit lane reporter, George Sakanius, just filling in there, filling the gaps while Damiano had a bit of issues with his setup. For now, we were just looking at Vetiga with a great move past Marsh, and then Stockton with an excellent move past Marsh as well. Marsh pulling it up into the pits this time around, got 5 seconds to serve as well, so he's going to be having a bit of a think. This guy's just coming up on the back of a car here. Is that Nura-san or not? Because it looked they've approached very fast.
There was a Coca-Cola car. Was that the Coca-Cola car? That was at the back of the grid.
So we've got two Coca-Cola cars. We've got both the Vetigas, Ashley and Joshua. But yes, this is Nura-san. So just involved in this action. And speaking of, we do have two cars coming together there. What is in the world is going on with Gareth Raupe and Mike Crick? They're just way down the back there, I think.
Mike had his issue and a pit stop, so that's one. And
Raupe's 4 laps down.
Disconnect potentially?
I guess so. We just must not. We definitely didn't see that. So that's unfortunate, because I think he started in P4 if I'm not mistaken. P3 actually. So it's not ideal.
I was going to say it's not related at all to my own personal issues with my headset.
Put it on your Christmas list, Damiano. Maybe we can all pull together for you to get a new headset.
That'd be fine. I'll just yell at the screen louder. That'll work.
Yeah, but just looking on board with Cricky here. Bit of a race to forget, I think. A bit of an aggressive move onto the GR Porsche. I forget who was piloting that one, but finds himself way down the back of the grid. Ben Simpson coping and stop and go 30. I presume for a pit entry. That the contact we saw wasn't great, but I don't think it was stop go 30-esque. So it's gone from bad to worse for Simpson as well, which is a shame because he was running up in the podium position for AM.
And it brings us halfway into the race. I just thought of the pop-up. Halfway into the race, we have half the grid pitting by the looks of it. No, less than half. The leaders pitting of Jay Vetiga and Preciado. They pitted from about P9, P10, so they're going to feed out. And replay time. Who we got? Raupe.
So this is Raupe, yeah.
Oh. Yeah. He's teleported. He's gone for a coffee.
Just like that. Yeah, so that's that would explain why he's about 4 laps down. So very noble of Raupe to keep keep on trucking, but even with his pace, I think he's going to struggle to make up any of those positions being that far back. But, you know, racing's racing. So there's a 15-second penalty for Ben Simpson, we saw with that collision with Slady. So a bit of a learning moment, I think, for Ben, unfortunately. I did just see McKellar jumping into the pits. Here comes Ben Simpson to serve that penalty. Bartoletti coming in hot behind. Looks like he gets it pulled up just in time. We got Bank as well in the pits. It's been a great race and a great season thus far for Jake McKellar.
Bank before the pits, he was like P6, P7?
Yeah, he's hovering around that latter end of the top 10, I think. I think we've had a few of our top runners into the pits.
His race pace is pretty good. I saw a best lap of a 41.7. And looking at Atanyaki now, his best pace was a 42.6, and Joshua Vettiger is best race pace of 40.8 after his pit stop. So front runner, mid pack, and a little bit further down. That's the pace that we're looking at tonight. And half distance, and look at all the pit stops. Going to be busy in the pits.
Yep, hear those wheel guns firing away, fuel churning into the tanks. Speaking of churning, Liam Hamilton just churning out great laps, one after another, 41.1.
He's got that pace and he's still out. Oof. That's pretty good.
He's wild. He's a wily one, the big ham, I call him.
Here we go. Rodnanella just enters the pits in P3. In front of Rad, there's a 12-second gap there, so we'll keep an eye on that, as well as Vitga having 8-second gap. So try and remember 8 and 12 and see who takes tyres.
Well, what we want to look at, I think, particularly is Rondinella to...
Oh, look at the pit exit. Oh, look at the pit exit. What a queue.
To the other Vedica, because they were fighting for position on track before, but I know Vedica got away a little bit. This is very tight, though. So Ashley's away, Nate James away, Tanayake's away. They get away relatively cleanly. Through goes Billet. It spills out onto the racing line. Oh, that's tight. That's tight.
It is tight.
They navigate that very nicely. Yeah. Ben Piper just avoiding colliding with Hayden Marsh, I believe that was.
And someone ballsed up the pit entry, pit exit.
No, another one. People are struggling with this tonight, and it's not by a little, it's by a lot. We've had multiple stop go 30s.
Such a fast entry. It's like a real short, straight, and you can hack it, and it's so easy to just get a little bit wrong. As we can see, that's what, the third one now?
Yeah, you pay so dearly as well for it too. It's quite heartbreaking.
Especially in the pack, at one point, someone's 0.4 behind, 0.5 behind that, and 1 second behind that, 0.4 behind, and 0.8 behind. You got to fight for every second because it'll give you 2 spots. If you get it wrong, it's all done, like you're saying.
Can we get eyes up on Vedica and Rondinella, please, Glenn? Yeah, look at this. This is back on. So Rondinella has just come out 1/10 behind Vedica. So not sure if we've had a really good or really bad in or out lap for one of them, or if there's a tyre offset here.
Tyre or not. Yeah, we will see, because Vedica was all over the back of Rondinella in the early stages, so...
Yeah. I think Vedica has the pace, so I'm wondering if Rondinella opted not to take tyres to try and jump in front. But that's going to be difficult to keep that up, and well, he hasn't jumped in front, unfortunately, so the work is going to be significant, to say the least.
I don't think that's a track cut by Vedica. That's how wide you can go on the exit at the very end to alter there. Absolutely wide. And we have currently P3, 4 and 5 in the pits. I think they're quite spaced out though. Yeah.
Murphy, so Vinton is one to watch out for with these guys. He should come out ahead of these two, which it looks like he's just exited the pits. Rad and Murphy will be a little bit further back though. So here is Ben Vintner, Captain Smooth himself, just cruising around. Yeah, quite a bit of ways from Vedica and Rondinella.
The timing tree has no pens. They've all been served. Clean slate again.
You've just cursed us for sure.
I have not. No such thing. I have no influence over these events whatsoever.
You've done enough commentary to know that you've definitely cursed us now. But the big ham coming into the pits, I think got plenty of time. Does Liam Hamilton. I don't think he's sweating too much. Just needs to bring this one home.
And that'll, by proxy, give Billet the lead of the race. Something to be good. I'd print that out and put it on the wall. I think I did last time.
Stop the count.
That's it. Red flag, red flag. Crunch coming in.
So we've only got Noah-san to pit yet, leaving it quite late, truthfully. I'll see if they opt to come in now, this lap around as we're coming towards the latter end of the circuit. You're not really making the most of new tyres if you do take them at this point, I will say.
Oh, I beg to differ. 15 minutes I think we're definitely too short. 23 gives you an extra, what's that, 4 or 5 laps? So, yeah, worth it. Still worth it. 15 minutes, no. As we see the temperatures,
yeah, but you're running your first set quite long.
Yeah, it gives you strategy options as well.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go super long for this one.
No.
But she early morning, because the temperature's gone up 2 degrees since the start of the race, I think, was at the quali temperature. So it's 16 now, I remember a 14 before, and that can have a little tweak to your pressures. If you're running pretty high, they'll get a bit higher now.
Yeah. So Hamilton 5 seconds ahead of Vintner. I feel like that's closer than I would have thought. So I think maybe Vintner not opting for tyres to try and make up that gap. Or, well, that would probably be it. That would explain it, would it not?
Yep.
So it's, again, going to be a big ask, though, for Vintner. He's, chomped away at that gap. But if Hamilton's comfortably taken tyres and he's been comfortable this entire time, it's going to be very, very difficult for Vintner, but I do respect the audacity, if you will.
Oh, that's a wide corner by Vintner.
Just warming up the shocks, baby.
That's what you got to do. He's cutting that corner really good. Mike, you saw there, was not so tight on the entry there, but hard to do when you're following another car.
Check this out. Camp this away, if you don't mind. P8. That's a good recovery drive for Cameron.
First half hour of practice has worked out well for him.
Yeah, where did he start? P16, so he's made up 8 positions. That's
he's having a look.
Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Oh, they do really well to navigate that, and I think that Lexus...
No, it's still going. He's going to have, unless he gives in, it's going to be interesting going around the next corner down to the Ravazzas. No.
Squiggle. Yeah. No, we're good. Great stuff there from both of them, but well done.
Good job, Daryl. I know you got past, but you kept fighting for it. You never gave in. That's excellent driving, mate. Keep going. Yeah, that is awesome.
It can be very difficult to navigate those chicanes off, off the regular line, especially in like a car like the McLaren or say the Porsche. You get a really an odd bounce, and it can really.
It's a miss. The exit is a bit wobbly. That's it. That's sausage curve, man. Narnia time. Narnia.
That was spicy. Cam Thistle almost got McLaren.
Heaps of space.
No way, he was so deep there. Daryl is a bit out of sorts, catching a bit of sand.
He knows what he's doing. He's putting the nose on the outside to upset Cam. That's all it was all for. I'm sure of it. Isn't that what you do?
I don't know.
Oh, keep an eye at the gap at the front. Vintner is only 5 seconds behind Hamilton. Has that closed down? I thought it was 5.6 before. And then 6 seconds fine for Vettiger. And Luke D is 3 seconds behind there. And Jad comes back to J-Rad's back in P5. So he's hopping out.
McKellar, though, very, very close to the back of Brad. So that's one to keep an eye on, too. We'll say Bank is also quite close to the back of Lim, who we were just on board with, too. So it's still very hotly contested up in the top 10. Hamilton looks relatively in control of P1, but the rest of it is definitely still up for grabs.
I'm going to throw a speculator out there. Rad is going to block McKellar till the end of the race, which is going to allow Thistleway and Lim to catch up. And also, on the back of that, our leading AM driver, Ibrahim Bank, coming through, only half a second behind Lim, really pushing hard. He's got an excellent drive out that last corner. Is he going to get a slipstream and have a go at turn 1?
Could do.
Ooh.
But I do think that's some, I wouldn't even call it speculation. I call that analysis, Damiano. We don't speculate in the booth. We analyse. But it's defensive. It's defensive. And there's a bit of a switchback, but it's coming to the outside. Oh, it turns to the outside, but it's back to the inside here. It's very, very squirrely, but they're going to be side by side into the second chicane. How will they handle it? Bank taking a very narrow line. Lim just looking a bit ahead, but Bank switches back underneath. Lim gonna have the inside line here for Tosa.
And Billet's caught up.
Oh, Lim has done well to hold on to that. That was intense. I think well done from Bank. There's a few good looks in there. Did well just to keep it pulled up, not cause any contact, but that was spicy. I think he'll definitely have another go sooner or later.
Oh, 100%, 100%. I have to shout out to Ibrahim Bank. I remember him in the Academy Enduro Series. He wasn't as patient as what he is now, and that was some really excellent driving by the young lad, and also Daryl Lim. Going side by side through very sketchy corners, and from what I can tell, no contact, and everyone's still racing hard, racing fair, racing fun.
Yeah, definitely. That was tricky. Both of them were very, very offline, and if it's not very rehearsed, it can be very, very difficult to keep it tidy. So they both did well there. But it does look like Bank has quite a bit of speed. Oh, it's a bit deep there though for the first part of Ravata. Not going to be quite the drive he needs. I think he's actually going to have to start looking back. That big old GTR is looking mighty hungry, Damiano.
So he was attacking. Now, next lap, time to defend. That GTR so fast, I think that's a done deal.
Oh my god. He's switched to the inside, but I think a bit early on the brakes, a bit ambitious there, that kind of move for Bank, and unfortunately he's just lost out to Billet. Daryl Lim just counting his blessings way down the road, but yeah, that exit is a little bit average. Billet doing just enough, placing the car just right to hold off Bank for that time around, but I don't think Bank's very happy with that. He looks to the inside, puts the anchors down, no, nothing happening just there, but Billet just needs to tidy this up a little bit. That GTR gave him that position down the straight, but he's got to do more to hold on to this.
And we have McKellar get through and Thistleway get through on J-Rad, so maybe a little bump there for the move to lose 2 quick spots. So, but that's allowing Rad to fall back into Lim now.
Yeah, that's interesting. You called that Rad would be fighting that one fiercely, so not sure if there was a moment there for Rad on his own or if there was a little bit of argy-bargy. I will not speculate too much.
And looking up front, we've Hamilton 5.9 seconds now, stretching nearly a second over Vintner to 5.9 seconds, which I already said. And
so
I'll have to read it to make sure I don't get it wrong. 6 seconds further behind, and Lufty 3 seconds again further back.
Yeah, so the gamble doesn't look like it's quite paying off. We do have a car yellow flag though, the number 9. Not quite sure who that is. But the gamble not paying off for Vintner. I think he's just losing slowly, just bleeding out ever so slowly to Hamilton, stretching that gap. Rondinella as well. It's been relatively steady, but it's dropping away to the back of Vedica. It's gone up about 4/10 since we last checked in with him.
My analysis is saying that Hamilton took tyres.
Yeah. Just getting...
AKA, I guess.
Just getting word in from oh my god, your name eludes me, but on YouTube it's Tarquin Finton just saying that J-Rad went off unassisted at the first chicane, so that is a shame for J-Rad, but McKellar and Thistleway cheering right now. So just getting a replay here on timely. So McKellar actually has gotten in front though before this chicane, and that's just
that's a pretty good save. That could have so easily been in the wall.
Yeah, definitely. Could have come all the way around too. So J-Rad's done well there, but yeah, unfortunately losing those 2 positions to McKellar and Thistleway.
which is allowing Daryl Lim to be right on the back of J-Rad, as Thiswaite has stretched 3 seconds over J-Rad and was 2.5 seconds before, about 2 laps ago, on McKellar, and that gap's closing. And is that Lim behind?
Yeah.
It is. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. That's
man things.
That's per the script.
Reversed.
Yeah, no. So Rad falling down a couple of positions, but into the jaws of Daryl Lim, and it looks like Lim has a lot of speed here. Bit of left that very, very late. But he's moved to the outside though. He's going to have the racing line. They're going to go side by side into Tamburello, and Lim just way too late, or too much turning, activating that ABS, and that's not an ideal rejoin back onto the track just for his own sake. He's lost the position to Billet, though they are going to stay side by side through the second chicane. Oh, it's so deep for Billet, and I actually think Bank might come out the winner here if he can hold on. He's gonna be forced to the outside all the way around Billet. Lim's doing just enough to eke that out and get away, but how has he done that?
The slide from Billet.
It's just terrible. Just the drive wasn't there for Billet out of the corner, though. I just really would have thought that Lim was under fire significantly.
I bet Banks' eyes just lit up. Ah, see? There you go.
Nah,
all right, new tyres. Maybe. Or
I don't know. The
6.
gap didn't make any sense unless Hamilton's entry was just not that great.
7.1 seconds now from 5.9, so what's that, 1.2? So it's half a second a lap. But he was doing that the whole race anyhow. Sandbagging.
I'll tell him you said that.
Wait, I'll tell him myself.
Fair, fair.
In an email.
In an email?
Yes. Well, yeah, I'm not going to say it face to face. I'm not that brave.
You know what? I'll be catching up with Liam out at Bathurst. If you come into Bathurst, check out the 2026 Bathurst 12-hour chat.
Yeah.
Gonna have a bit of a meet-up. You can tell Liam Hamilton to his face that he was sandbagging, if you so wish.
Thanks, having a look at turn 1. Get on the inside and
oh. Wow, I'll tell you what, that GTR just looking like it's made of lead, absolutely unshaken by that Porsche. Hitting its side door, the Porsche just bouncing off it.
Paper mache Porsche mount. That thing's so fragile.
Wow, that was crazy. But yeah, unfortunately, I think that was a bit too aggressive there for Bank. Just not quite the patience we'd seen earlier in the race. Mistakes to learn. I hope nobody feels disheartened by any of this. But yeah, it's quite late on the brakes here, and then
he gave room too. That was good work by Billet.
Too much speed.
Just give room. Yeah. Whoa! To see the Aston get sideways. Oh, he's on stalks there for sure. Oh my goodness. Let's see how far he falls down. He was on what, he was P9, 10 at the time.
Yeah, so he's only lost the position to Slade, so it's, it's not too bad in the grand scheme of things.
No. That's all right.
You know what they say, if gap car, you're no longer a racing driver if you don't go for the gap, so...
Oh, don't get me started on that. That's been done, I like it because I drove into him on purpose because I saw a gap. And I won the championship, so I don't know why you're complaining.
100%.
That's how it works. Doesn't seem to have heard Billet. Driving very fast, looking very steady.
If I could direct our attention up to Camp Thistleweight, that was very, very quick turnaround from the stewards on that one. Open and shut case. 10 seconds for Young Bank. We've got Lexus on Lexus action. What year is it? But Thistleweight slowly eking or closing this gap to Keller. We'll see if the recovery drive can get how far up the totem we can go with Thistleweight. Just navigating.
I just saw McKellar go off circuit there. Hopefully not a +1. And that's been for the track cuts. Very respectful of the curving there. So see Cam really smashing them hard, showing the pro driver skill set and absolutely cutting the corners perfectly.
Yeah.
Closed right up.
I was going to say, McKellar lost a lot of time in just that sequence we were on board here. It jumped up to 1.8, but it looks like it's only about 0.4 now, if that.
I agree. Very much. Yeah. If you don't have confidence in that chicane, there, it's so easy to just drop half a second just in the braking zone, even before you hit any of the curving. So looking at Cam's time as he crosses the line, what we got? We got a 42.5 from a 41. Is that a 41.0 or 41.8 as his best time in the race?
His best time's a 41.0. Just getting word in as well, Cam has no speed tokens left to redeem, so he has to keep it a little bit tidy. You just see him doing a little bit of... That it wasn't a speed token, but it wasn't tidy, that's for sure.
Oh my god, that would have been bad. I was watching looking for the DT when I saw, he's gone wide. I'm watching the DT.
Nah, you shouldn't be getting a track cut for going on the sand. It slows you down so much.
Oh. Yeah.
I will say,
I posted in one of the forums, if you actually flat chatted through the chicanes, I don't recommend that you do it. It's only a +1 track cut if you flat chat through the chicanes and straight line them.
Oh, okay. Well, Cam doesn't have any speed tokens to spend, so he's going to have to do this, I think, the normal way. I will say, these are a pair of very nice liveries on these cars.
Yeah. People want to know how to do that chicane. That moment there, 7 minutes 56 to go. That is how you take that chicane. That is brilliantly done by Cam. Really cut the corners, looked really smooth, and got some really excellent drive down. I find this corner really tricky because it's downhill, and you need to cut the corner a bit. The last corner also very tricky as Cam goes a bit wide. Missed the apex by quite a bit there.
Tell him how you really feel, Damiano.
Oh, it was about a meter. I've struggled in that corner. It leads to here. So if you have a poor exit, it's like half a second, 0.4.
You can see actually Cam just has dropped a bit further back off McKellar. So those guys are sort of just ebbing and flowing a bit. Just jumping down to Ben Piper and Ataniake. We've also got Price Davies just behind that. It's not quite a line, I don't think, for Price Davies. But this Mercedes looking a little bit second-hand. Oh, come on, you could be more aggressive than that on the curves and the Merc, surely. Surely.
It depends how it's set up. It depends how compliant you want it. Because everything's a compromise in this stuff,
but
right?
it's a monster.
Oh, yeah, I've heard. Not as good as the Ford, though. That thing just is you could put maybe a cup of water on your bonnet and it'll just stay flat when you go over those curves. It's insane. But not a chicken. There you go.
No chickens.
I had to find it. Oh, well, for it.
We haven't seen any chickens yet.
Alright, that's been really, really good. I'm very happy that there's no chicken dinners tonight.
Well, Price Davies, though, closing up this gap significantly to Piper.
You can't even see the curbing as he's going through. That's excellent driving.
It's
hitting the apex, right?
Yeah, super difficult to follow this closely behind. You know, you're struggling to see the track, and then you get in that aero wash significantly. So Price Davies doing quite a good job. It is a Manly Ringa Sea Eagles car. I was thinking it's a very specific shade of burgundy, so that makes sense.
We get that look.
Are you?
I get it.
Yeah.
Yep. The NRL football team in Sydney, for those of you who don't know.
Yeah, I forget. I guess not everyone's into the old NRL. That is, again, a little bit suboptimal, that line. Price Davies having a bit of trouble through Aquaminerale.
Oh, not so bad. Still driving forward.
That's Vintner behind, though, so we'll see if this shakes things up a little bit as these guys have to jump out of the way.
Where's the blue flags then? If Vintner's behind, where's the blue flags? I don't see any being waved.
Oh!
There it is. Oh! But yeah, I see it now.
Oh, and then Price Davies, that is a really suboptimal blue flagging there for Price Davies. I think
that was for a pass, wasn't it? And then he let Vintner through.
Yeah, that was not the way, unfortunately. I think he's lost out pretty significantly there. That move was not happening just yet.
Would have scared Vintner.
Oh, yeah. But Vintner hoping that Piper jumps out of the way here.
Oh, not so much.
This guy's making me nervous, man. We've
I know.
been on a little bit of a break from sprints, but people should
someone's gone deep. That was
practice. That was very...
Bryce Davies gone deep. Yeah.
Very, very scrappy since we've been following this battle pack.
Oh, and Vettig will be coming through this group too, because he's only like 4 seconds behind, so it's going to be very busy for these lads for the last few minutes of the race. We've got some of the leaders coming through, and after Vettig, we have Luke D 7 seconds further back, so probably safe. So only one car to let through.
Also,
he's a P3 man.
Yeah, just looking back down, Lim actually very, very close to the back of J Rad. We've got a little bit of a McLaren back battle happening. That is not quite 2 tenths though, unfortunately. Daryl Lim, please. Please.
I'm letting you finish.
Yeah, no, there's nothing. He's not close enough. I was trying to, you know, hype. I'm trying to work the crowd, baby. I'm trying to get it going, and we can switch over.
Pushing the car, leaving the pits.
Yeah.
I can just imagine just running behind the car, just pushing it. It's going to go faster, go faster.
Cam's doing a good job though. He's been one to watch this time out. Great return to form, I think, for Mr. Thistlethwaite.
That's a blue flag through. Another Lexi.
Lexus Cup back here.
Oh,
a little bit crossed up, I think, coming across the curbs for Thistlethwaite.
And survived.
Yeah, it's done well to hold on there.
Well, his last lap was pretty good, 41.5. That's a really fast time at this late in the race. He's doing really, really well.
Definitely. One more push, Cam. One rally. You can do it, mate.
We took that corner much better this time. Get the right near the apex. As we cross the line, how much did that slide go through for both of them? We got a 41.7. This pace up front is very, very fast.
Yeah, it looks like these two, I think they have different parts of the track that they're better at, because we see Cameron close the gap. Oh, that's not ideal.
That's how you stretch the gap. I reckon Cam did not take tyres and is pushing really hard. And if he didn't take tyres and he's doing that pace, that's a really good pace.
I'm not sure, but I think he's just very, very aggressive here. He wants this position pretty bad, and it's causing a little bit of a few mistakes there. Yeah, there's a lot of turn in into Tamburello, and just had to give it a lot of counter
side by side. Billet on Lim. Yeah.
Where's this come from? Lim just followed way off the back of Rad, so Billet on Lim. Billet with the inside there, but it's a slightly better exit for Lim.
All right, we'll need to watch these two as they exit Aquaminerale up here. That's a pretty close to a +1.
Very, very close to a +1.
This is, so he keeps going, it's turning in, going too fast and turning in too late. Yeah. I reckon both of these may not have taken tyres and have chewed up, and we now have a defensive move in that's it. Jeez, I was watching the car launch. Sorry guys, I holding my breath there, expecting him to get airborne like Stocko before.
Billet did well there to get it pulled up. I think knew that wasn't quite the move. He had a much better exit out of Aquaminerale. I think there's definitely something here, but we're running out of time. John Raddo, a 5-second penalty for causing a collision. That is interesting.
One of the Lim incidents? And Lim we cut late and Lim was well behind.
Glenn's, he's already on it. He's so good. He's so good.
Thank you, Glenn.
So just coming into the first corner here, Lim with a lot of speed, does get side by side into the braking zone. Oh, and there's a touch and sort of another one there.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, we're not done. Oh, Rad just closed the door on Lim.
Oh, good catch. Yeah.
Right. So I see. We swapped over to them.
And then here.
Yeah.
Oh, these two were so close. That was exceptional
driving.
Lim
held on to this all around the outside. That's really well done.
They've done really well. Watch how Billet gives room on the exit. That was really well, because the car on the right, Lim, is on the ripple strip and needs to come across, otherwise on the grass. And shout out to Billet for giving space there. That's excellent awareness.
Yeah. That was good.
And, is that? I think that's in on the pause on the replay. I think that's actually in.
Oh,
Not a track cut.
I think you spend that speed token anyway.
Oh, race is over. Holy dolly. That last few minutes went really quick.
Oh. Whoopsie. Wait, John Rad's got a drive-through as well, though, at the end. It's not...
Oh, no.
There's still racing happening, Glenn.
Oh, they're weaving. You can't weave on the straight. Not let it do it.
Oh, no.
That's
done well to hold off
John
Cam
Rad.
Thistleweight, but it's a horror finish for John Rad. 5 seconds into a drive-through.
Oh, wow. You don't need to.
I don't know. I don't know how... Oh, I guess it saves a little bit of time.
I don't think it counts if you do that. I don't think so. Well, we'll find out. All right, we'll find out. Ah, it's changed to stop-go 30.
Oh, because the race is over? Oh, I don't know.
Penalty for causing... Oh, he got a stop-go 30 for causing a collision at the end of the race, plus a drive-through. What? He's got the double. Oh, bad luck, John.
Glenn, did we miss something here?
Okay, top 10, Redditor, McKellar, Lim, Billet, Stay,
Hold your horses, Damien,
Oh, calling the end of the race. Oh, I'm going to shout out for Harry Murphy. I reckon he could be in it for a top 10, maybe. No, Rad's behind him. So top 11. Ah, bad luck, Harry. Good race, though.
The Porsche bias is only slightly showing.
He's a teammate.
So, well, it's not rolling over because John Rad technically hasn't finished the race.
Oh, so we'll have time to do the replay while we're waiting for that.
Yeah. Aye.
It's been a great night, everyone. I've had issues. Racing's had issues.
Speaking of issues, while we're waiting for the server to tick over, there is unfortunately not going to be a race following this one, as AC Evo that we were scheduled to race is down for maintenance for like 2 days. So this will be it for tonight. But big thank you to Thermaltake for partnering with us. Wow, John Rad stop-go 30 for an infraction on lap 35.
He got that when he was in the pits. So he got his drive-through, went into the pits, and got that.
Ryan,
someone encourage John to keep driving.
There we go. So that's...
There we go. Thank you.
That's really not worked out for John Rad, unfortunately. It went from a solid top 10 finish to I'm not even sure where. But for the time being, it is Hamilton from Vintner, Vediga, Rondinella, and McKellar. Your silver class is Lim, Murphy, Walsh, Piper, and King. Your pro-ams are McKellar, Billet, Appreciator, Rad, and Atanayake. And in the AM class, Bank takes out that AM win with Noah-san and Nate James rounding out that podium. Well, that was a lot.
That was spectacular. There was so much going on. And if everyone's still here, please like and subscribe.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us here tonight. Damiano, do you have a driver of the day?
Oh, I'm going to pick Cam. All the way back there. Cam. I reckon he didn't take tyres, and if that's the case, that's an excellent finish.
Yeah, he did very, very well there.
And you?
I'm picking Cam as well. I think that was...
Oh, double great. Cam. Twin Cam.
Hey. Yeah. He made up 10 positions. He started in 16th, so it's a fantastic effort from Cam Thistleweight.
And his race pace at the end was still really excellent as well, so job well done. All right, on to the next.
All right, thank you, Glenn. So that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Thanks to all our volunteers to make this possible, and Glenn Germain on the cameras tonight. Tomorrow night, we're going to have a very special edition of Split Red. Matt Madden and Liam Hamilton will be commentating live from Mount Panorama at the Bathurst 12 hour. Big shout out to Mike Crick for making that happen as well. It started off as a bit of a joke, and it's just sort of materialized into a real thing. I think we're going to have Aiden Squires in the booth from the studio as well, just in case anything goes wrong. So bear with us. It is going to be a bit touch and go, but it should be pretty interesting.
You're going to go smoother than me tonight, right?
Look, yeah, you haven't set the bar exactly very high. So, and I think we've got LMU on as well.
Oh yes, in
For the
early.
life, that's in the early split. For the life of me, I don't remember where they're racing. So
Monza. I've got to turn some practice laps.
there you go. They're at Monza. So thank you very much, everyone, again for joining us tonight, and I wish you all the best.
Good night, everyone.